Writing is hard, but a lot of the times we actually make it harder for ourselves than it needs to be. These are 4 mistakes that new writers often make, and I'm going to share them with you now so that hopefully you can avoid making them. The first common mistake for new writers to make is assuming they have nothing to say. It doesn't matter how old you are, how much experience you have, what your background is. Everyone has something to say. It's just a matter of finding it and saying it. So instead of assuming you have nothing to say, start getting curious about what's going on inside of you, your thoughts and your feelings. Get in the habit of noticing what comes up. Keep a journal. That's one of the best ways to really get to know what's inside of you and what you have to say. A second very common mistake that new writers make is assuming that writing is going to make you rich. This is like assuming that anytime you walk into a gas station and buy a lottery ticket, you're gonna get rich. Writing is a lottery ticket. Yes, you can win big, but it's not guaranteed. So a better way to think about writing is not as some kind of big jackpot payoff that you're owed. Nobody owes you success. I know that's a hard pill for some people to swallow, but the only way to deal with this truth is to just write for you, write for what you want to say. And then if the success does come, you can feel really satisfied knowing that it came through something that was very meaningful to you. The third common mistake new writers make that I want to share with you today is the mistake of rushing into your first novel. Some people might sit down having no writing experience at all, write a first novel and do really well with it. That can happen. However, it's a much more typical and safer route to hone your craft first. This doesn't mean that you should be denying yourself the pleasure of writing your novel, of maybe plotting it out, figuring out your characters, while at the same time developing your craft through exercises, through maybe taking classes, watching videos like this. And that means that when you do sit down to write that novel, you'll feel ready. The fourth common mistake that new writers make, a little bit controversial, don't believe everything professional writers tell you. Don't believe everything I tell you. Don't believe everything someone else tells you. Just because they're a writer, just because they work in publishing, they don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. You will save yourself a lot of time and a lot of stress if you remember that. It's good to take other people's opinions into account. Feedback is great. A lot of people can tell you or notice things that you wouldn't have seen in your writing otherwise, but they don't know everything. It's so important for you to build up your own creative reserves, your own knowledge, your own skill set, your own experience. So get out there in the world, meet people, publish short stories, read a lot, and write as much as you can, and you'll be fine.